This is my newest edition, instrument that I'm very pleased with, and it calls itself a mellotron. It is in fact a digital mellotron. So what some very clever people in Sweden have done is sampled off around 100 different sets of mellotrons. They also use choir. So that's one effect that I use, and the other is that Tony Banks used to put the sound through a rotary cabinet. I'm just using. Okay, next up is the Prophet 5 here. This is a Rev 4 Prophet 5, which is quite important given what I use it for. And this I'm not using for its sounds at all, which is a great shame because the Prophet 5 is my favourite synthesizer. But I am using it to trigger the Arc Pro Soloist, which I have in rack form over here. Now, the reason I use the Prophet 5 out of the various keyboards I could have used is because it has two things which are essential to capturing the Genesis sound. One of which is because the Rev 1, you hear far more changes in sound with Genesis than you do with other bands where they're stuck with a Moog, which is why you hear far more changes in sound with Genesis than you do with other bands where they're stuck with a Moog, where you have basically one sound which you try and edit on stage. Tony Banks didn't have to do that, just make sounds really quickly, and I'll give you a quick example of how you do that.